Hey guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Paul's description of the ministry of himself and his companions, he says, always carrying about in the body the dying of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus also may be manifested in our body. And so he says that they carried about in the body the dying of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus also may be manifested in their body. In other words, in order for the life of Jesus to be manifested in their body, first they had to carry about the body the dying of Jesus. And that's important because sometimes it might be that, we want to express Christ in our lives. We want to express the life of Christ in our lives and to show that Christ truly does live within us and that he's living through us. And we want to manifest Christ in this world. But this verse clearly shows that there's something that is a prerequisite to this happening, and that is that the dying of Jesus has to be within our body. In other words, we can't truly express the life of Christ until we've truly experienced the death of Christ. That death is necessary for the life. And so if we want to express Christ in this life, we first have to die. We have to see ourselves as crucified with Christ, that we've been buried with him, that we've died to sin, we've died to self. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. It's the putting away of self, the denial of self, and the submission of self to Christ that opens up the way for the life of Christ to be manifested. And so if we want to express the life of Christ, we always have to be caring about the dying of Christ in our body. And we do this by always living with the awareness that we have died with Christ, that we have been buried with him, that we've been crucified with him, as Romans chapter 6 talks about, that we have been circumcised with the circumcision of Christ, the removal of the flesh, as Colossians chapter 2 talks about. That we have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires, as Galatians chapter 5 talks about. And when we do that, when we get all that out of the way, then we open up the way for the life of Christ to be manifested. And so let's make that our aim today. Let's carry about in our body the dying of Jesus. And as we do that, almost automatically, the life of Jesus will then begin to be manifested in our lives. And we'll give space to the life of Christ so that he can truly be the one that shines in our life, that is able to manifest himself in our life and able to draw all people to him. So here's some things we can reflect on and think about as we do your reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.